welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Aria, and in today's video, we are going to be doing something, decorating, for Christmas related. I am trying to do what I can as I can, and so here we are. But I wanted to, before I go into decorating and showing how I decorate the rest of my space, I really wanted to talk about my tree really quick. Now, this is a new tree. This is the Yorkshire fir from Home Depot. It is 7.5 foot. It is the widest tree I think I've ever had. I feel like the diameter is like right around 60 inches, give or take, but it's gorgeous. I really wanted to do a green tree again, but I didn't want to do a slim tree. I really wanted a full tree this year, so I got this one from Home Depot. I'm quite pleased, and I have a couple of videos and shorts that I will tag if you want to see a little bit more details about the tree. But let's talk about the decorating. So I am going to input a few clips because I shared how I started off with the tree. I started off with my ribbon, and then I added in some of my larger ornaments and picks, and then we as a family put all the rest of the ornaments on. And that part I just chose not to film because of the timing of the day and everything like that. But that's just what we do. My main tree, probably as long as I have a child in the house or they're able to come back home during that time frame, my main tree will always be something that we do the ornaments together. It's just important to me. But I'll pan you around and show you everything. But I'm obsessed with this tree. She's just stunning. She's absolutely stunning. I just think she's gorgeous. Do this a little backwards. So you saw the finished tree, but let me show you where we started. Last year I had floral wire for ribbon and I did not know where I put it. So I started off making bows and putting ribbons in with like little twist ties that I had. It wasn't working so great. So I went to Walmart the next morning and then now I can continue. Missed it. I did share a little haul that I got from a local Christmas shop, and that's where these two ribbons came from. Decided to layer some and then others let them stand on their own, but I really do love the way the Nutcracker ribbon came out. I only got 2 rolls. I wish I would have got 3. I thought that I still had this 1 roll left over from last year, so I'm going to add it in too. This is my attempt at trying to show you how to do the ribbon. Now, I learned from Gina Loves Christmas, you can do a 1 loop, a 2 loop, a 3 loop, however. You don't even have to do a loop. See in different places in the tree where I did more than 1 loop, but in this one, I'm just doing 1 loop. This ribbon is okay. Honestly, all of my ribbon can be upgraded. You get the best results with the higher quality ribbon. This one was okay. But you definitely need to have ribbon that has wire in it so that you can manipulate it and get it to come out and bow out, which is what I'm trying to do here. Great idea to keep everything handy on your body. I'm wearing sweatpants. It'd be great if I had like a little tool belt, but keeping my wires on me and my scissors, that way I can just easily move around, you know? And did I realize that I'm doing this? I'm trying to show you how I'm doing my ribbon with the green wire with the green tree in the background. Yes, so I'll show you again a little closer up in a moment. You are ribboning your tree, make sure that you aren't trying to pull anything too tight. You want to really make it flow out from the tree, creating these little like loops, you know? I'm definitely not the expert here. I am going to recommend you go find Gina Loves Christmas. Let her teach you all of her ways because she's amazing. In fact, I was low-key panicking because I forgot how to spell her name, and I was like, I need to see her videos because I don't remember what I'm doing. And then I found her again. I was like, okay, I'm making sure I actually hit subscribe on everything. So now I'm subscribed to her on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm not missing out. While I'm at it, maybe you should also subscribe to me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram so you don't miss out. little bit closer of me trying to show you how to create the loop. So this is a single loop, and I'm just trying to make sure I get everything pinched and pleated how I want. And then I'm going to go in with the floral wire. I cut this wire. This is actually very long wire. I cut it in half. It's very easy to cut. And then I bend it so that I can just twist it up in the back and then use the extra pieces that are left hanging to attach it to a branch inside the tree. Next year, I'm definitely going to invest in a higher quality ribbon because it makes the process a little bit more seamless and less frustrating, because this was a very frustrating ribbon to work with. If the ribbon is on, I'm going to move on to my next steps of my tree, but let me just show you what it looks like. I really do wish I had one more roll of that large Nutcracker ribbon. Next, I took it a little bit out of the box and I decided to add some of my actual nutcrackers into the tree. They nestle in so perfectly. I have not secured them. They don't really need it. But if I had pets or children, small children, I would definitely secure them with probably zip ties instead of the floral wire. I also added in some nutcracker heads that I had for my oversized ornaments, some picks, and yeah, so much fun. One thing I wanted to talk about really quick when it came to tree decorating, because I've seen a lot of people talk about this and ask questions in different groups, and I wanted to share this because I did share this on my Instagram, but I wanted to share this here too. When it comes to decorating your tree, if you have little children, little kids, right? It's about creating memories. It's not about having a designer looking tree. With that said, a few things that you can do, in my opinion, if you have littles who you want to make sure that your ornaments stay intact, the tree stays intact, you don't want anything to topple over, anything like that. The number one thing that you need when it comes to decorating a Christmas tree is floral wire. It took me a long time to understand this, but now that I know, I want to pass on that knowledge to you. So this is the type of floral wire that I have. They're both from Walmart. I actually prefer this because this is a little bit stronger and this is a little bit more like flimsy, but they both work. And the key is I use this for ribbon. So for me, it's about creating the loop, as Gina taught me from Gina Loves Christmas. Creating the loops and creating my bows, but how I create that bow and keep it together is through the floral wire. And then it also helps, especially like with you have a new tree. Like my tree is so new, like the branches on the inside are meant to where you can attach things to them, but they're not as pliable, probably, because it's a brand new tree. And, 3 years from now, this tree will probably just be able to handle that. So whereas when I used to do ribbon on like an older tree, I wouldn't need to have anything specific to attach the ribbon to the tree because I could use the inner parts of the tree, if that makes sense. But this is what you do when you can't do that. So floral wire is helpful for not only for ribbon, but it's also helpful instead of, let me just grab something. Okay. So instead of using a hook, you could do two things. You can take this hook and still use it and then wrap it around the branch like that. That helps to secure it. And then the other way to extra secure things is just to tie it off with the floral wire. That would be my main thing. Number one, of course, shatterproof ornaments, not glass. Garland, not ribbon. I'm not a big fan of really large ornaments, but large ornaments can create a really big impact in your tree, and you can literally stuff it in your tree and tie it off, secure it, and you can have a huge impact. Just get different textures, some matte, some shimmery, maybe some that have an actual texture to them. And that would be the way that you can really create an impact with your tree without having to sacrifice a sense of design. But you don't have to have much. Some bows, some ribbons, some of the little red bows, candy canes, and some ornaments, and keep it moving. Please do not get yourself hung up on creating a designer looking tree, because that's not what your child is going to remember. Your child's going to remember, oh, I remember when I made this ornament and every year we put this ornament on the tree. I remember how we used to have so much fun decorating the tree together as a family. Those are the things that, to me, in my opinion, that's what it's about. And so whether you have littles, you have toddlers, or you have little grandchildren who are coming around, you might need to modify the way that you decorate to keep everybody safe, to keep them safe, your sanity safe, and your tree safe. Now let's get to decorating.